However, Paul didn't lose his composure. He was able to use godly wisdom. He was able to be obedient to God even when other people responded unjustly. Even when he was struck on the mouth, like he didn't come out of character. And when I think about us as women, like we can't come out of character. We have to use godly wisdom, even in situations where it may seem like justified to do something different. Paul was able to use his experience, the life that he had prior, and godly wisdom in order to maneuver this situation. And I believe he knew they were all clowns. He knew like the Sadducees and the Pharisees were clowns. He came out of being, he was born of a Pharisee, right? But he used it to his benefit. And how are we using that to our benefit as women of God? Like when we are placed in situations, how are we using godly wisdom? How are we using our experience to be able to come out of that, right? Um, and he used the wisdom of his history. He spoke about where he came from, but it's not who he is now, right? He he used where he came from, but he still was like, all right, I still preach the Lord. I still preach the gospel, you know. And women, we have to know where we come from to maneuver out of certain situations. We sometimes the Lord wants us to connect with certain people and we use our testimony and we use our experiences to say, this is how I'm going to connect with this person right then and now. I'm not who I used to be. I'm not the liar that I used to be, practicing lying. I'm not the fornicator I used to be, practicing fornication. I'm not the deceiver that I used to be, practicing being deceitful. Or I grew up in an area that maybe was really rough, or I grew up and have certain experiences with me, but i'm able to use that to I'm able to use that through the grace of God, through his wisdom, to maneuver out of situations. And where we should come from should give us wisdom. Where we should come from should give us wisdom. you know he knew he wasn't one of them. Even though he was the son of a Pharisee, he was Roman citizen. He had dual citizenship. He wasn't a Pharisee. He was not one of them.